Hello, everybody. How you all doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully, you're all having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Hopefully, all is well, and that everybody is doing very, very well. All right. I think that everything looks like it's all lined up properly. That's great. All right. Wow. So the 76ers, they play a game tonight. They are 29-13. Taking on the 24-20 Indiana Pacers. So if you were here on Monday, I was not here, but of course Mitch Kofsky filled in for me, and he did a great job. Shout out to Mitch, he's my brother. But yeah, I got to go see that 70 burger in person, and boy, was it really something. Oh, it was so cool. Oh, we had such a lovely time. I went with my boy Nick Earnshaw, and that was absolutely incredible. So if you are living under a rock, and if you have not heard, well, the last time that the Sixers played, Joel Embiid dropped a 70-point performance. It's the most ever by a Philadelphia 76er, and he was able to pass Will Chamberlain and was absolutely unstoppable from start to finish versus Victor Wembanyama. And tonight, they're going to have to go up against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers on his brand new team. So the Pacers, they were able to get Pascal Siakam in a trade. Of course, going in that trade, one of the guys was, of course, Bruce Brown, who is no longer with the Indiana Pacers, but he played, and he's now on the Toronto Raptors. Other news coming into tonight, and it was just reported, according to Keith Pompey and on NBA on ESPN, that Joel Embiid is actually going to another All-Star appearance, which should not shock anybody, for now his 7th year in a row. So congratulations to Joel Embiid. Tyrese Haliburton also got his first All-Star appearance, and that'll be in Indianapolis. That's when the game will be, that's where the game will be. So that should be really, really awesome. So we're about ready to get started as we are here at the Gainbridge Arena in downtown Indiana. And the Sixers will go out there on the court and get ready for some opening tip-off basketball. So here are the starters for tonight's game. For the Pacers, we got Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Buddy Hield, Andrew Nembhard, of course, in the backcourt, and then Miles Turner as the center for the Indiana Pacers. And for the Sixers, they got Nick Batum, Kelly Oubre Jr., Patrick Beverley, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid. So no Tobias Harris tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers, and no Marcus Morris Sr. either. So again, for the Sixers, their lineup, they'll go with Nick Batum, they'll go with Kelly Oubre Jr., Joel Embiid, Patrick Beverley, and Tyrese Maxey. So hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a fantastic day. Congratulations again to Joel Embiid for being named an All-Star for his 7th year in a row. 7th consecutive year that he's been able to do that. And a guy who's been very dominant against Miles Turner throughout his whole entire career, as both of those players will be going up against one another here in the tip-off. So Embiid standing at 7 feet tall, going up against Miles Turner, who's just a couple inches shorter than him. And there we go. It will be tipped all the way into the backcourt. All right, so the Sixers will be going from right to left, and Tyrese Maxey will swing it out to Nick Batum. Batum tries to batter it inside, and it's stripped by Miles Turner, and getting the steal is Andrew Nembhard. We have a out-of-bounds play on the other play, but actually Batum gets called for the foul, so the ball deflected off of Turner's right hand, and it just went into the went over towards the baseline, and now that'll just be 20 seconds taken off the game clock. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a fantastic day. Oh, they're going to call it at the shooting. So Turner's first foul shot, he puts it up, and he puts it in. And it's a 1-0 game. There's Tyrese Haliburton over on the bench, sitting right in between, or actually right next to, I should say, T.J. McConnell. Pacers in their white and black uniforms with the yellow stitching over towards the outside part of the shoulders. And it's now a 2-0 ball game. They just passed the glasses around to T.J. McConnell. I guess McConnell wanted to try on his glasses, and they're sharing some laughs. That's funny. So he makes both foul shots. Maxey will hand it off to Embiid. Embiid will take a couple of jab steps over at the foul line. The ball gets blocked by Miles Turner, and there's a fast break by Indiana, and Andrew Nembhard's able to complete it. It's a 4-0 start for the Pacers. Pacers coming into this season, or coming into today, I should say, they are 24-20 and 13-9 at home. We have a missed bucket on the other side by the Sixers. Nembhard tries to go up with a shot. It's contested by Embiid, but he gets the 2, and it's a 6-0 start to start things off. And we have another whistle called. No foul. Those Sixers will just have to inbound it again, and they'll have to inbound it from the Pacers baseline. So the Sixers are going from left to right, and the Pacers are going from right to left. The Sixers are in their blue and white uniforms with the white numbers and the white letters on both the front and the back. Tyrese Maxey gets the first layup to go, and the Sixers are on the board. So after a 6-0 start, let's see if the Sixers can try to come up with a little run themselves. Turner steps back, fades away over Batum, and it's deflected by Oubre, but they're going to say it was last touched by the Pacers. So about a minute and a half underway here at the Gainbridge Arena, the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, I should say. And it's 6-2 Indiana. The Sixers were favored, according to ESPN Bet, by 3.5 points. That was the money line, and the over-under in this game is 239.5. Here's Maxey trying to find Oubre Jr. on the far corner for a 3. It was the near corner, I should have said, but it was no good anyways. Haliburton on the top of the near wing will swing it around the timeline. There's a 3-point shot that goes up, and that's off the mark, and no good by Indiana. So the Pacers not able to come up with a bucket there. Maxey got the glass. So Siakam is the one that missed the 25-foot jumper. We have a ball that's stolen away by Buddy Hield on the other side. Hield with the alley-oop pass to Siakam, and he can't get that one to go either. Oh, my goodness. So Siakam missed the alley-oop pass. Beverly got the rebound, and Oubre Jr. cannot hit the 2. On the other side, it's still 6-2 Indiana. The Sixers not doing a good job at just setting the pace so far. Turner dishes it inside, and there's a shot that goes up by Siakam, and he's able to get it to go. Pascal Siakam was able to get a nice shot off. Kelly Oubre Jr. actually blocked Aaron Nesmith's little jumper, and Siakam was able to get the 2. Maxey from long range. It clanks off the back of the rim, and it'll be Pacers ball. As Siakam has it, he'll be leading the charge on the other side. Well, it's a little bit weird to see him not in the white, black, and red, as we have a shot made by Buddy Hield, the former Sacramento King, and now it's an 11-2 run. On the other side, the Sixers will get it back. Not a good start so far. They've been really struggling out in the transition game. Embiid over on the far elbow, draws up 2 defenders. He'll try to bounce it all the way to Batum, and Batum's able to get the 2. Good job by Nick Batum, as Joel Embiid will get the assist on that one. Siakam draws the contact, and he's fouled over towards the Pacers baseline. And Pascal Siakam, they used to call him Spicy P. I believe that they still do call him Spicy P. But he will be going over to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The Sixers have played the Pacers twice. It was actually a little series that they had. The second game was a part of the in-season tournament that was on November 12th and November 14th. November 14th, of course, was the tournament game itself. And Siakam's able to get the first foul shot to go. Tyrese Maxey in the first game, back on November 12th, was able to put up 50 points. And Tyrese Haliburton, of course, he had himself a very good game. Nothing to sneeze at, 25 points. And he was also able to get a whole lot of assists in that one. So 25 for him. And the next foul shot is good. So that makes it now 13-4 Indiana with 8:20 left remaining here in the first quarter. Sixers only put up 4 points so far. Maxey over at the logo will try to bounce pass it to Embiid. Embiid with a dribble handoff to Maxey. Maxey tries to get past Nembhard over towards the left side, puts it up and in right at the baseline. Good play by Tyrese Maxey. They have to get back on defense, though, and Miles Turner's able to beat Tyrese Maxey to the punch on an outlet pass. That was delivered by Pascal Siakam. And a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The Sixers have come out flat, but hopefully they can respond sooner rather than later. All right. I'm going to fix this Stream Elements bot right now. Okay, I am so sorry about that. I'm really, really sorry. Because I cannot see it pop up over on my Ninja chat because I see the things that are actually being distributed, but I don't see anything that's offensive or anything like that. So let's try to log in. Connect with YouTube. Okay. I totally forgot about this. Jason Joseph on there. I'll try to fix this, all right. How do we turn off the timers? How do I delete the timers? How to delete timers. All right, I don't have time to fix this. I have to get Gabe to come on here. Oh, there it is. Delete. Okay, delete timer. Delete timer. Okay, we'll delete all of these. And let's hope that this works. What's up, Cam? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I upload. J-Rep, how you doing, my guy? What is good? Thanks for coming on Monday. You saw my boy Mitch Kofsky on here. But we usually come on almost every single day to talk about the Sixers. We also do Phillies baseball, and we also do Eagles football as well. So if you enjoy that, we're live for almost every single game for the Eagles, the Phillies, and the Sixers. And so far, it's been a very good season, of course, for Philadelphia. All right, so let's see if this works. If somebody can confirm with me, I guess I'll have to keep an eye on it myself. If somebody can really keep an eye to see if Stream Elements is coming back up, please, let me know. Rhino's already on, dude. Dude, Rhino's already on. So, yeah. You're good, bro. Cool. All right, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. You can stay on, though. I'm just saying that Rhino's on. All right, let's see if this works. Is anyone keeping track of the bot? 20 people are on here watching. That's cool. That's great. All right, we'll keep an eye on it, I guess. Hey, JJ. Anybody home? Anybody see anything with the bot? No one? All right, 15-6 is the score. Sixers down by 9, 7:50 left to go in the first quarter. So Maxey, House Jr., Embiid, Oubre, and KJ Martin are all out there for the Sixers. House Jr. gets it over on the near wing. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll try to take it right to the baseline, and it's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Spicy P coming at it again. Finds Nembhard for a triple, and they can't get the trifecta to go. Aaron Nesmith is the one that grabs the rebound. They swing it around to Siakam. Siakam back to Nembhard. Nembhard being guarded by Tyrese Maxey, and Maxey does get called guilty for committing the foul. There were 7 seconds left on the shot clock, and now 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, and Maxey is trying to plead his case, if you will. Oh, shoot, I timed it out. I didn't know what it was. Yeah, it's a bot, my guy. Stream Elements. Yeah, it's a bot. It's good, man. Thanks for coming on. It's not cool. That's not cool at all. Slow start, but we'll be okay. 16 points for the Indiana Pacers, and now make it 17 as Nembhard is able to knock down both foul shots. 7:15 left remaining in the first quarter. Embiid will hand it off to Maxey. Maxey's over at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse side. Now takes it right to the foul line. Over the head pass to Kelly Oubre Jr. on the near corner. Finds Embiid. Embiid draws the double team, puts it up. It's way too strong. And KJ Martin is the one that leaps up to try to push the rebound out to Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr. back to House Jr. House Jr. with a reverse layup. He got it. So House Jr. was cutting right towards the basket. Give KJ Martin a lot of credit, too, for just volleyballing that rebound all the way out to Kelly Oubre Jr. 17-8, Siakam gets around Embiid, and Pascal Siakam answers back with a bucket of his own. 19-8, and we're almost halfway done the opening quarter. Maxey finds Oubre Jr. from wing to wing. Here's House Jr., who throws it, but he throws it away, but we have a foul called. Siakam was guarding him, and I believe that he just, I couldn't tell if whether or not he stripped it from the pass or whatever, but regardless, how about that finish by Daniel House Jr.? Just able to get it over towards the near corner and then just put it up and in with a reverse layup. Tyrese Maxey will get it as he'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid with a dribble handoff back to Maxey. Maxey finds Embiid. Embiid's been ice cold so far. Puts up a triple and puts it up and in. That was in the face of Miles Turner. And the Sixers are down by 8. Siakam dishes it out, but we have a whistle on the play. And it'll be on KJ Martin. It looked like Siakam was trying to charge through the lane. Nick Nurse, of course, sharing some smiles with the referees. 6 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the opening quarter here at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Andrew Nembhard will get the inbound. He tries to put it up with the left hand, and he can't get it to go. It was the underhanded scoop with the left hand, and the basketball god said no. Embiid off the dribble. Oh, my goodness, he puts it up. It was just a little strong. If he would have made that, that would have been impressive. 19-11, Siakam dishes it out. There's a three-point shot by Buddy Hield, and the three-point sniper cashes in. They're going to call it a 2 for now. They said that his right foot was on the line. It's 21-11. Sixers again going from right to left, and the Pacers are going from, the Sixers are going from left to right, and the Pacers are going from right to left. Embiid dribbles, fades away, puts it up, and in. Another bucket for Joel Embiid. 21-13. It was from the foul line. Here's Nembhard trying to hand it off, and they'll find Buddy Hield. Hield back to Nembhard. Nembhard over on the near corner. Step back, fade away, jumper over Embiid. It goes in and out. House Jr. is the one that doesn't even have to leap up for the board. It just lands right into his hands. Maxey finds Embiid. Embiid for 3 at the top of the key. Too short. And no one could get the rebound for the Sixers. Here comes Ben Mathurin. Mathurin will just hand it off to Turner. And they'll reset at the top of the key. Nembhard gets past Maxey. We have it was waved off, and they said that Nembhard traveled and that he picked up his pivot foot and took more than 3 steps. So 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. The Pacers have really been controlling the tempo so far. And mind you, they're without Tyrese Haliburton, their star player. So he's, of course, just got named to an All-Star, his first All-Star appearance of his career. But he's not playing tonight. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Sixers down by 8. It's 21-13, Indiana. Embiid will hand it off to Maxey. Maxey lets it fly, and it's a little too strong. House Jr. gets the rebound. It was tipped by Hield. Embiid at the top of the key. Thought about taking the 3, but he's going to go to the cup, and he puts it up and in with the right hand. I thought he was going to dunk it, but he was being really nice. A timeout called by Rick Carlisle, and the Sixers do trail by 2 possessions. All right, please, let me know, guys. If you're a mod on here, I really need you to let me know these things. Is that bot thing still coming up? Please, let me know. Please let me know. I wanted to see KJ Martin this game because him and Paul Reed were the difference makers the last game. Showed a lot of heart and hustle, steals, fighting for the rebounds and everything. Well, the Sixers are undermanned, my guy, so you're probably going to see those guys, but I'm just saying, when it comes to the playoffs, it's nice to see young talent, but I care more about everybody getting healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like those things are extra to me. You're not going to win with those guys in the playoffs because that's just not how the team is built right now. Bot is coming up. Oh, gosh. I don't want to deal with this right now. Let's see. $100% facts. Yeah, for sure. Where is it? Where do you see the bot? I have another bot on here. It's called Botrix. I'm talking about that Stream Elements bot. I don't see it on here. I'll keep it up. I'll look for it myself to see if it comes back up. The Stream Elements bot. That's what I want to know. That's what you told me. That bot isn't bad. That doesn't come up much. The Stream Elements bot is not coming up. This bot right here, Botrix, I'll put it up on the screen. This is what I use. Stream Elements I used before, but I was having a lot of problems with it. So, all right. There we go. That bot. Nice. You're not a bot, Kenny. If you are just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell your friends about this channel. And make sure that they know what's going on. 1,657 subscribers. If you did just subscribe to my channel, I want to make sure that you guys comment who you are down below. Lol, nope, I'm not a bot. I'm not a bot. House Jr. is averaging about 13.5 minutes per game. Also 3.5 points per game and 1.5 rebounds, too. But he's been very, a guy that really throughout his entire career has been somebody that can show off some athleticism and he can provide you a little spark at times. But he just hasn't really been too consistent. Here we go. Mathurin will swing it around the timeline. And they'll get the ball back over at the top of the key. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. TJ McConnell dishes it out. It finds Pascal Siakam, and he puts it up and in with the right hand. The finger roll finish by Pascal Siakam. And that's now a 23-15 lead for Indiana. That was a very good play call by Rick Carlisle. He was able to find Siakam right by the basket. Maxey shoots it from the pond, puts it up, and it's a little bit short. Does not get the friendly bounce. And Siakam again will snipe the board. Siakam all the way back out to Turner. Turner's long-range three. It's good. Yeah, don't want to leave him open at all whatsoever because he can knock down his three-point shots. He's 27 years old and is from Texas as well. Played college there. House Jr. off the dribble, putting it up with the right hand, and no, he can't do so. Siakam, that has to be his fifth rebound. I want to make sure I double-check that. McConnell tries to put it up and then with the right hand, and he gets the baby hook to go. And Embiid will inbound it with a little bit of some frustration just on the defensive side for the Sixers. Embiid will get the ball back, and he'll hand it off to KJ Martin over on the far wing. Embiid almost lost it as he gets it back, and we have a whistle called. It'll be against the Philadelphia 76ers, and it's on KJ Martin this time. So going back to just so far what's been to go back to Pascal Siakam. So Siakam just has 2 rebounds. It looks like he's had more, but he does. Oh, wait. That's a lie. Miles Turner only has 2 rebounds and 7 points, but Siakam is actually has 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists so far. Smash that like button. Didn't we lose to them the last time a few weeks ago or so? That was about a couple months ago, my guy. It was back in November. 28-15. The Pacers lead it by 13. Mathurin will get the inbound, and he'll dribble it back out towards the Xfinity sign on the far corner. Puts it up for a 3, contested by Embiid, and Batum is able to grab his miss. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. A 7-0 run by Indiana. Embiid fakes the handoff pass to Beverly, and now just swings it back out to him. Beverly finds Embiid. Embiid spinning, rolling, going up with a mid-range jumper, and connecting. Joel Hans Embiid already scoring about half the team's points so far, and that's no surprise to anybody. Miles Turner from outer space. He can hit it. It clanks off the back of the rim. Beverly's able to grab the miss. Embiid over at the foul line. Takes 3 jab steps, steps back, fades away, and nails it from the foul line. Boy, he is putting the team on his back once again. 28-19, and he's been an absolute hero so far. Obi Toppin with a step back, and Embiid is the one that boxes him out and says no. He's at the top of the key. He's at the foul line. He takes it up, puts it up for 2, and nails it again. It's been a 6-0 run by Joel Embiid, and the Sixers are now down by 7 points. 1:25 left to go in the first quarter. They swing it around the timeline, the Pacers that is, and Obi Toppin with a high arcing runner over Joel. He got it with the right hand. Beverly took a little tumble to the floor and landed flat on his butt. It's 30-21, Indiana. 1 minute left to go. Embiid takes it up again. He wants Miles Turner. He'll get Miles Turner. Turner tries to go up with it. Embiid almost had him, and he lost the basketball. It goes into the backcourt. There's a shot and a layup that goes up and in by Indiana, and that time it is Shepherd that was able to get that one to fall. Embiid almost had Turner, but Turner at the very last second was just able to swipe it away. They recorded as a block, and an unfortunate bounce for the Sixers. 32-21. Here's Jaden Springer, who's back in action for the Sixers. And welcome back, Jaden Springer, as he's able to part the Red Sea and put it up in him with the right hand again. 45.2 remaining in the first quarter, and the Sixers trail by 9. 32-23. The former Sixer, T.J. McConnell, has it. He gets past the half-court mark. Ben Matherin's going to drive it to the basket towards the right side. Embiid contests it. It was a good contest, and Springer just able to go up on the other side, and he is fouled. He was off to the races. That's what I wanted to say. But Springer got fouled. It was not in transition, but he was fouled into the lane. And how about these shots by Joel Embiid? The last shot that he hit, I mean, Miles Turner had his hands tied behind his back because he didn't want to get into any more foul trouble, and sometimes that's just what you got to do. When Embiid is just hitting his shots, that's it's just so hard to stop him. Jaden Springer is at the foul line, and he is able to knock down the first free throw to make it an 8-point deficit for the Sixers. So he cuts the deficit down to 8. Jaden is averaging about 9.9 minutes per game. 3 points and 1.5 rebounds. And he's able to get the friendly bounce on free throw shot number 2. 32-25. 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. T.J. McConnell gets past midcourt. He'll hand it off and he'll find Neesmith. Neesmith back to Matherin. Matherin to McConnell. McConnell inside on a lob pass to Toppin. And Embiid did not think he was going to cut backdoor. And that came back to bite them. Sixers will hold for one more. Patrick Beverly controlling the tempo. Gets a screen set by Embiid. And here's Beverly dribbling over towards the right side. He'll dish it. Anola pass to K.J. Martin. And Martin tries to put it up and in, but it's blocked. And that's going to do it. K.J. Martin wanted a review to see if that would be goaltending or not, but that is just unlucky. It was a no-look pass by Beverly as K.J. Martin Jr. was on the right, his right side, right near the baseline, and Martin just got blocked, and that's going to end the first period. Let's see again. He actually really tried to tip it up and in, and I think he just got it off in the nick of time. I was a little confused, but that should count. Let's see if they'll count it. They'll go to a break, but that makes it a 34-25 ball game. So Martin got his own offensive rebound. Didn't see this. So Jalen Smith is the one that blocked K.J. Martin's dunk. But then Martin, with about 0.1 seconds, just tipped it up and got it to go. So that should count. I thought maybe time expired afterwards, and that was just after the play. But I, unfortunately, took my eyes off the clock and off the play itself. Here we go. What's up, Dixon Way? How you doing, my guy? Thanks for coming. Nice. Pat Bev is good to be back, or it's good to have him back. Pat Bev is back, and it's good to hear for sure. Oh man, another tweet by Woj. LeBron James has a new record, quote, for most All-Star selections after being named an All-Star again on Thursday night. Oh, man. Crazy. Embiid already has 13 points in the first quarter, and that's, I think at this point, we just have to get used to it. I think we're already used to it, so that's crazy. 34-25. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. Hopefully you're all doing well, having yourselves a very fantastic day. So I wanted to just let you guys know I was going to do a Flyers cast today. I'm still going to do it later tonight. I'm going to try to go on at around 11:30. I've been really trying to do some more podcasts on here, but I'm starting to really see that all this stuff is really taking a lot of time, and there's only so much that I can do in a day, and I don't want to overstress myself. And I think in some ways maybe I am. But I'm not like, I don't want to hold back or anything, because I know that I haven't talked about the Flyers in a little bit, but I know that all these things that are coming out about the Eagles, and there's just more stuff that goes on in the Philly sports world. It's just all so much to keep up with at this point. It really, really is. But there's a lot of speculation going on with the Flyers, and there's a lot of things that we certainly have to talk about. They are on right now. They are playing against the Detroit Red Wings with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first period. So they're in Detroit, and the Sixers are back in action here. So it's 34-25 Indiana as they were able to win the opening quarter. We have a bounce pass inside that tries to go to a pacer, and the Sixers are able to grab the board and get the rebound that time. There's a three-pointer by Batum, and Batum can't hit it from beyond the arc. McConnell's the one that grabs the rebound, and T.J. McConnell dishes it out and finds Toppin. Toppin one more for a three-point shot by Ben Mathurin, and an offensive rebound as he's able to grab it that time. 34-25 is the score. Toppin steps back, pulls up, and tries to hit the three-point J, and it's a little short. And Springer doesn't even have to move as the ball bounces into his hands. We have a foul called on the other side. This Daniel House Jr. was the one that was trying to go into the lane, but he made a lot of contact. Yep, he tried to get a little Euro step and just pass it back outside, but it ended up not working out. So the Sixers will inbound it. They got Jaden Springer, Paul Reed, Tyrese Maxey, Daniel House Jr., and Nick Batum. We have a missed shot on the other side by Philadelphia, and they can't seem to buy a bucket so far in this second quarter. Ben Mathurin with an off-balance circus shot, and he got it. It was a little floater while he was off-balance by Daniel House Jr. That's the guy that fouled him, and he'll go to the line for one more. So that makes it 36-25. Mathurin will try to convert on the old-fashioned three-point play, and he does. So that makes it now 37-25. So the Pacers lead it by a dozen. Batum will inbound it to Daniel House Jr. Nick Batum has, of course, played against the Pacers a lot throughout his career, especially when he was on the Charlotte Hornets. Spent a couple of seasons with the LA Clippers as well. Maxey tries to go into the lane and put up the right hand. He got the finger roll finish to go in traffic, and he's fouled as well. It rimmed around the rosy and just went right on down the drain. And he will go back to the charity stripe and try to make it a single-digit lead for Indiana. Ben Shepherd just reached right in and swiped him on the right wrist. And Maxey's foul shot is good as gold as the Sixers trail again by 9. So they've been able to sniff the Pacers. They have gotten within striking distance but have not been able to get over the hump. Mathurin steps back and kisses it off the backboard as the bank was open over B-ball Paul towards the left side of the baseline. House Jr. will get the inbound. It's 39-28 Indiana. Paul Reed over at the top of the key. He'll dribble handoff to Maxey. Maxey goes over towards the left side of the lane, puts it up, and tries to get the finger roll finish again with the underhanded scoop, and he's fouled. He is fouled. It actually hit the bottom of the rim, and he just mistimed it just a little bit because he has a lot of speed, and sometimes you just got to try to figure out how to slow yourself down, especially with all the speed that he has. Oh, my gosh. He's one of the fastest guys in the league. I'm sure that he could probably beat a lot of guys in a marathon. Oh, my gosh. He's just lightning quick. He'll be at the line, and he knocks down the first foul shot. That makes it 39-29. Again, Tyrese Haliburton, of course, looking over at Tyrese Maxey from the bench. And those two guys have a lot of history against each other. Both of them were drafted during the COVID year, where no one participated in the March Madness tournament. Haliburton was drafted by the Kings, and was taken early in the draft. He had a lot of hype and has lived up to all the hype. And Tyrese Maxey was a sleeper that was drafted by the Sixers at number 21. 39-30 Indiana. They lead it by 9. And Mathurin, in his yellow and orange shoes, bright orange, tries to part the Red Sea. And Paul Reed gets called for the foul as he just reached in from behind. And another and one opportunity coming for Indiana, a team that's 13-9 at home and 24-20 as their overall record. Reed just knocked into his right elbow, and Mathurin thought about converting it with the left hand, but instead in midair just decided to take it with the right hand, and that's a pretty cool skill. You don't really see it too much. 42-30, and the Sixers trail by a dozen points. Maxey has to pass it. They swing it around the timeline. Beverly for 3 on the near corner. He couldn't get it to go. The Sixers tried to go with a 1-2-3 play when Maxey was in the backcourt. We'll talk about it more in just a little bit if I can remember. 9.5 minutes left. Mathurin thought about taking the J. He dishes it out to McConnell. McConnell back inside to Mathurin. Lots of contact made, and there's no foul call, but the bucket is good by Ben Mathurin. He has been a one-man show here in the second quarter. Sixers, they turn it over as Maxey got the inbound. He was over on the far sideline, towards the far sideline, over at midcourt, and tried to swing it out to somebody. I think it was Paul Reed, and Reed knocked it and went out of bounds towards the near sideline. And the Pacers have it back. McConnell working very quickly. Paul Reed knocks it loose, grabs the steal. Here's House Jr. trying to finish it on the other side, and he got it. Paul Reed able to make up for his mistake as House Jr. gets fouled, and he will go back to the line for one more. Obi Toppin got called for the shooting foul and made a lot of contact with him, and the and one coming up. So McConnell got the inbound over in the front court, and Reed just tipped it inside the cookie jar, and he had to battle for it on the floor and just found Maxey, and Maxey knew that House Jr. had a little breakaway, and that's what happened. And the Sixers, they convert on the three-point opportunity once again and cut the lead back down to 11. The Sixers are 29-13 and have a 12-7 record on the road. Mathurin trying to go inside with an underhanded layup, and he can't get it, and the refs decide to play on with Maxey getting the rebound. Reed with a lot of contact. House Jr. over on the near wing tries to take it right to the cup and tried to go up with a jam. It was deflected. It goes into bounds, and they're going to say it was last touched by Mathurin, and he is absolutely irate. It was actually Jalen Smith. They're going to say it was last touched by him, and Smith is looking up over at the scoreboard. TJ McConnell saying, "Calm down, young fella." He's trying to hold him, and he is absolutely animated. And I don't know if he gets called for a technical foul or what, but he is absolutely livid. And McConnell, his teammates, like, you gotta calm down a little bit. So he thought that he had a clean block on House Jr. as he snuck up behind him and swatted it away. And House, they say he got fouled. The Sixers are in the bonus already with less than 9 minutes to go in the first half. And we have a change coming up. It'll be Isaiah Jackson that'll step in for Jalen Smith. House is at the line trying to go 1 for 2. And he puts it up and cashes it in. It's wet. There's TJ McConnell, who's dribbling up the basketball. He'll bounce pass it and get the ball back. There's Obi Toppin on the near wing. Tries to put it up with an alley-oop pass, and there's a lot of contact made down below. And House Jr., I believe, is going to get called for the foul, and he does so. Paul Reed was also right there, too, and the Sixers tried to play good defense. They don't really have – I think that's their first foul that they've committed here in this quarter. Sixers have not too many fouls. Actually, that's their third. I lost track for just a little second. 8:31 remaining in the first half. And TJ McConnell will get the inbound, get the dribble handoff. Here's Mathurin over on the far wing. Dishes it out to McConnell. McConnell with a bounce pass to Obi Toppin for 3 for a wide open shot, and he drains it. It's 47-34 Indiana. The Pacers are shooting 33% from 3. they're 3 for 9, and the Sixers, they're just 1 for 8 and have converted on 12.5% of their shots. The only 3 that was made was by Embiid. Maxey trying to dribble into traffic, and he gets the 2 on the other side. McConnell with an alley-oop pass, and it was too high and too wide as well for Jalen Smith. Maxey trying to dish it out for a 3, and he can't get it. And Paul Reed makes a lot of contact again. Couldn't tell who was on the floor. I think it was Jalen Smith that he just bumped right into. Reed certainly, again, has to be careful with his fouls. It was actually on Isaiah Jackson. I beg your pardon. Hopefully you're all doing well. So, final score predictions. Comment down below. What is up? Riddle Ouch. How you doing, my guy? Thanks for coming on here. Sorry I'm not looking at the comments as much as I usually do. 47-36. Indiana leads it by 11 points. 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Kelly Oubre Jr. comes back in. He's guarding T.J. McConnell. They dish it out to Mathurin. Mathurin was at the top of the key. He steps over towards the baseline, has to kick it out the top, and with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and puts up a runner off balance, and he got it. That was a little prayer, and that was absolutely wild what he was able to do. An acrobatic finish again, once again for Indiana. Patrick Beverley draws a defender off balance, step back, and a shot goes up and in. Count the bucket and one, a 7-foot shot that he was just able to go up with a little Euro step. He took it out of his left hand and put it up with the right hand out in midair, and he got it to go and drained it, nothing but net. Swish for Beverley. That's what a veteran does. This is really what he does. He just is able to make a lot of contact, and he can provide a big spark off the bench. And he's been proven that this season by averaging 5.5 points per game and also averaging about 2.5 assists as well. He takes 2 dribbles and is able to drain the foul shot and cut the lead back down to 10 for Indiana. Sixers again, mind you, are in the bonus. McConnell finds Turner. Turner step back 2 over Embiid as he comes back in. And Maxey catches the rebound. KJ Martin out in transition, not wasting any time. Finds Maxey on the far wing. Maxey thought about taking the 3, but goes up with a shot. He wanted the goaltending call. Whistles do remain silent again. Mathurin going from coast to coast. Draws contact, and Beverley fouls him right towards the rim as he tried to strip it out. And Mathurin, they say that Mathurin, excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, Mathurin, did he touch it last? Now the Pacers take a full timeout. So the Pacers get the rebound, and they call a timeout. So Beverley blocked Mathurin's shot. I saw a whistle, but I was a little confused. So the Pacers have a full timeout called, and the Sixers are down by 10 with 6:50 remaining. Thanks for doing the live. How many points per game is Embiid getting? Embiid is averaging about 36.5 points per game. I actually forgot to put up the Sixers stats for my sheet here, so I apologize. Well, I can't apologize to you guys. This is just for me, but I apologize for not having this stuff up because I usually like to provide a lot of Sixers stats, and that's what we'll do. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a very, 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 very great Thursday night. Feels like it should be a Thursday night football type of a day, but it's not. It's not, man. It is absolutely not. But the Sixers are on. We do Eagles football. We do live play-by-play for Eagles football, Phillies baseball, and also 76ers basketball as well. So we did 137 of the 162 for the Phillies. And we're able to pretty much do almost every single game for the Sixers. We've missed a couple, and then for the Eagles, we do a lot of content as well, including the play-by-play. So if you guys like any of those teams, even though I'm sure that you guys have had enough of the Eagles from a fan perspective, but if you guys want to tune into any of the games next season, including Phillies games, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We need 2 more subscribers to get to 1,660. Mods, do your thing. Tell people to come on here and like the stream. Dark says, it's okay, brother. Don't do it. Or don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Let's go, JJ says, Snowman. What's going on, man? I'm ready for my stream tonight. Nice. What time is your stream starting? Every shot that they take, somehow it luckily goes in for them. Sometimes that's just what happens, controllers down. You know what I'm saying? Those things just happen sometimes. Sometimes it's just your night, and sometimes it's just not your night. SMJR, what's good? Siakam just joined Indiana. Yes, I mentioned that. Yes, for sure. Back here at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indiana, even though I'm over here in Voorhees, New Jersey. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Sixers taking on the Pacers in what is the series game finale of the season. The Sixers were able to split the first two games, which was a series in itself. It was a back-to-back series, and the Sixers won the first game by a score of 137 to 126, and the Sixers then lost game two, which was 2 days later on November 14th in Philadelphia. 132 to 126 was the final score of that game. Here's Embiid over at the foul line extended, takes a couple jab steps. Miles Turner tries to go up with a block, but Embiid somehow finds a way to rattle it in towards the right side of the baseline, and he got the right-handed finish to go. Joel Embiid had a very great first quarter with 13 points and 2 boards. Mathurin, a no-look pass inside the top end, and what wizardry that was. Oh, man, that is unbelievable. Just a no-look pass as he was right towards the baseline and knew that his teammate was coming to the rescue and just got it to go. Oubre Jr. trying to feed the beast down low in the post. He gets it back. It was deflected. Beverly all the way to Embiid again, and Joel draws the contact. He's fouled, and he'll just take about 6 steps to his destination, the foul line. That's what he does. So Mathurin thought it was a nice play because Mathurin was going to go up with a shot. Embiid was thinking about blocking it, and all of a sudden Obi Toppin just cuts in backdoor from the right side and just is able to get the little dunk to fall down. That was the replay that was shown to us. 5 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the opening half. Sixers trail by 10. They just, every time that they try to cut it to single digits, the Pacers just have a response. And sometimes that just happens, but they can't get over that hump. Embiid cuts the deficit again to 9 points. Seems like that we're using that term a lot tonight. On Monday against the Spurs, had a very historic day, 70 points, which was a 76ers franchise record, 18 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's not able to get that foul shot to go. He was also 21 for 23 from the line, and he did it on the 17th year anniversary of Kobe's 81-point game. Good ball movement by the Pacers. Here's Andrew Nembhard with 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and he gets called for the travel. He was at the top of the key and tried to take it right to the lane, and we have a whistle here. So Nembhard just turned it over for traveling. Embiid is one of 9 different players, actually one of the players to score 70 or more points in the game. Amongst centers, that's, he's been very impressive. KJ Martin will get the little alley-oop jam, and he throws it down again. 51-44, Sixers trail by 7. They cut the deficit to as many as 6. Here we go. Mathurin finds Siakam for a trifecta and nails it. Swish from the near wing. It was contested by Oubre Jr., but he was just a step too late, and Pascal Siakam with a swish. Maxey with a dribble, handoff inside to Joel. Embiid tries to tip it back up. It was deflected off of Nembhard. Goes into the hands of Martin. Martin to Maxey. Maxey lets it fly. And Siakam gets the rebound. Lots of contact made between Maxey and Siakam right over towards midcourt. And Maxey draws the foul. That was the right play by Maxey because Pascal Siakam would have easily had a breakaway on the other side. And nobody was back on defense. And Maxey sharing some laughs with Pascal Siakam. He was like, yo, you tried to take me out. And Maxey's like, I got to take one for the team. That's what I got to do. 54-44. Both teams now in the bonus with 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first half. Pascal with 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 dimes in this ball game. Sixers have 6 timeouts remaining, and the Pacers have 5. First foul shot goes up and in by Siakam, and more substitutions now for the Sixers. Beverly will take a quick seat, and Nick Batum will be his replacement. And for three-point shooting, they'll decide to go with Aaron Nesmith here, and Ben Mathurin will also take a quick breather as well. 55 points for Indiana, and make it 56, as Siakam puts them back up by a dozen. The Boston Celtics, they're playing on TNT right now. They're in Miami, and they lead it by 5 with 6:14 remaining in the first quarter. Actually, we'll find Joel. Embiid will take a jab step, and he'll try to take it right to the cup, and he can't finish it with the right-handed jumper, and he takes a tumble to the deck. He's down in some pain. Oh, my goodness. Hopefully he's okay. 5-on-4 basketball, and the three-point shot is good. Joel Embiid is hobbling, and he gets on up, but the trainers and the medical staff are going to go check out on him. Oh, my goodness. That is definitely very, very scary. He's dripping in some sweats. Let's see if he is okay. I mean, he's walking. He's hobbling a little bit. It was that right knee, as far as what it looked like, that just got banged up on the rebound with Jalen Smith. So it's 59-44. Seems to be okay as they go into a timeout, and he's talking things over with the trainer. But every time that big body goes down, you got to hold your breath. Every single time. And hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him if he does stay in for the rest of this game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those bells, man. Turn on those notification bell icons. That way you'll know when I go live. If you're tuning in on Twitter, on Twitch, on Facebook, okay, on any of these other platforms, I do encourage you all to try to come on over to YouTube because I will be looking at your comments. And if you are typing in something on Facebook, unless it's something hateful and something mean, feel free to come on over here for sure. It's 59-44. Indiana leads it by 15. And again, just want to remind you that there's no Tyrese Haliburton, no Tobias Harris for the Sixers, and, of course, no Marcus Morris Sr. as well. Robert Covington's still out. And DeAnthony Melton with a lumbar spine injury. He'll be out for another week or so. Covington, it was reported yesterday by the Sixers that he will be missing about 3 to 4 weeks with his injury still. Here we go. What's up, Merrick? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for coming on here. Guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel and turn on those notification bell icons. And that way you'll know when I go live. Oh, boy. So how you guys feeling about this game so far? No, I just got a text message. All right, I'll have to look at that later. Let's go, says Controllers down. Yes, let's go. Doing good. I just got out of my college class. Nice, man. What do you study, if you don't mind me asking? So it's 59-44. Embiid is standing up. He seems to be okay. Just got to watch how you land sometimes because he landed on that right foot. And then that wasn't the problem. The problem was that he got banged up on the rebound and was just able to clamp knees. Was able to clamp knees with Aaron Nesmith. This is right knee too. 59-44. Sixers get the inbound. So the last shot that was made was by Nesmith. How about that? Actually tries to rattle it home with the finger roll finish and can't get it. Nembhard was up on the other side. It was rebounded by Turner. The ball stripped and stolen away by Joel Embiid. He'll find Maxey. Maxey fakes a three, goes into the lane, and one. Lots of traffic in the post, and Tyrese Maxey. Oh, boy, that was a beautiful shot by him. 3:55 remaining in the first half. Maxey was just able to sizzle his way inside and zigzag way on through towards the rim. It was off balance, and he got the little floater to go. I guess they could really call it a layup, but Didn't really look like it. It was a 5-foot shot, whatever you want to call it. 14 points, though, by Maxey. 1 board and 2 dimes as well. Neesmith over on the elbow, the far elbow that is. He'll try to dish it out, a bounce pass back outside to Siakam. Siakam being guarded by KJ Martin. Siakam with a fadeaway jumper at the foul line. It clamps and hits the back of the rim, and Embiid is able to come up with rebound number 3. 16 points and 3 boards for Joel. Embiid will fake the handoff. He's over at the foul line, extended, swings it out to KJ Martin. Martin back to Batum for a quick trigger 2. Got it. That was on the near corner. And the Sixers trail by 10. They can't get back on defense, though, as Neesmith throws down the jam on a nice pass by Andrew Nembhard as soon as he inbounded it. 61-49, 3 minutes winding down in the second quarter, and a whistle called. They say it's an offensive foul by Joel Embiid, as I guess he set an illegal screen. I couldn't see because it was off the picture, and it was out of the camera shot. So let's see here. Nope, that's not the replay that they were going to go to. But the Sixers trail by 10, or 12, I should say. 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go. Nembhard gets the inbound. He'll get it back from Mathurin. Mathurin back to Nembhard. Nembhard dishes it back out. There's a three-pointer that's up and in by the Pacers again. Buddy Hield is able to drain the 3 and flush it down. The Sixers have missed 9 threes. They're just 1 for 10 from beyond the arc. And the Pacers are 6 for 13. Embiid takes a tumble to the deck again as we have a lot of contact made. And Andrew Nembhard is guilty for clashing knees again. Crazy. Are they going to call it a Sixers turnover? No. 64-49. I was like, wait, was this right? Did they actually screw this up? And they did. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Embiid for the first free throw. He's able to get that one to go. You think about the whole entire story about this guy just picking up a basketball in his teen years and playing volleyball and soccer at a young age, or as they call it, football, over in Cameroon. Then he attended the Luke Maba Amute camp and was able to come on over to the U.S., and Luke honestly saw a lot in him. 64-50. Here's Buddy Hield over at the top of the key being guarded by Nick Batum. Hield swings it all the way to Nembhard on the near corner. Defense, can they close out? Batum tries to do so, and it's good. It's been raining cats and threes here at Indiana. And it's now 67-50. The Pacers have been exploding from downtown. Batum fires the trigger, and it doesn't even hit the net. Oh, my gosh. It went straight on down. That is just as smooth as it gets by Nick Batum. And this is why he was brought to Philadelphia in the trade. We have a whistle called on the Pacers and another turnover by Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard, that's another turnover for him. He gets called for the travel. And the Sixers will get the ball back. Can they get some sort of redemption here? Maxey's at the logo, dribbles over towards the right side of Embiid, and they'll try to take it right to the gob. He puts it up. It's a block and foul called, and Maxey will earn an extra point at the charity stripe. They'll have to review it to see if Neesmith's feet were set. It didn't look like it at first. Oh, maybe. So Neesmith gets called for the blocking foul. Oh, his feet were, there's a little bit of some movement at the very end, but they're not going to review it. Rick Carlisle, I don't think, decides to challenge it, and Maxey has to give the ball back. Are they going to review this now? No. I was like, wait, why does he have to give the ball back? Well, Maxey will get it and try to slice it out to an 11-point lead now, and that's what he does. So he's able to convert on the and one. It's 67-56. Turner tries to lob it inside to Siakam. Siakam's being guarded by Batum. They dish it back out to Turner again for 3, and that's how they make them pay. The Pacers, their last 4 shots have gone in from downtown, and that makes it 70-56 here in Indiana. Embiid over at the foul line. He'll take a couple jab steps, Turner trying to play games with him, and Embiid is able to answer with a foul line jumper again. Give the big man another bucket. 19 points and 17 by Maxey. We have another foul called and another and one this time. Boy, oh boy, Patrick Beverley got called for the foul. And that time it was Aaron Nesmith that got called for that actually is going to go to the line. I don't like this setup. I really don't. Thought it was good, but the Sixers have allowed 72 points in the first half to the Pacers, and this is a very high-scoring team. So Beverly will... Did he get ejected? No. He was going over to the bench. He's having some words, but are they going to challenge this? I guess so. They say a timeout was called. Nothing showing up here on the ESPN stats. Sixers call a timeout. How's everybody doing? Comment down below. We have a very quiet chat tonight, man. Very quiet chat tonight. Yep, whoops. Change the layout of this, and I got to put my iPad on the charger. Oh, boy. All right, we'll do that. Why did this layout change? What the heck happened? What happened to my comments? Live chat. I don't like this setup. How do I change it back? What? Why did they do this? B can only miss 7 games now for the MVP. Oh, I missed this. I'm studying for being a filmmaker and being a sports film broadcaster. Oh, that's cool, man. So the Sixers did challenge this. Let's see if Beverly should have been called for the shooting foul. Again, they don't do a good job at notifying us. Huh, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty awesome. What sport's your favorite? Do you like basketball the most? You can only miss 7 games. I've just read that. This Ninja Chat stuff is pretty late. Not going to lie. 2 more subscribers till we get to 16 under 60. Come on, man. I know that you guys like this. I know that you guys like it on here. Nick Nurse is having a conversation with Allah Abdel Nabi. Oh, my gosh. And Kate Scott is right there, too. Wow, that's funny. But he goes back over towards the Sixers bench. They're calling the game right at the scorer's table, which I guess is where they seat them for these games here. That's a pretty close view. That's like the best view of the house. They're still trying to decide what the call is going to be and whether or not the Sixers will regain the timeout and the challenge is successful or not. That's what we're waiting on, as that's pending. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. I'm just trying to see what they see there, but nope, they're going to cut back to another shot. While we're in this little break, I do want to let you guys know that the Utah Jazz are up 64-56 against the Washington Wizards, and that's in halftime. The Timberwolves are down by 7. It's 31-24 in Brooklyn, and the second quarter just about ready to get underway. The Celtics, they win the first quarter, and they're up by 13. 42-29 on TNT, that's what the score is. And the Knicks having a 12-point advantage over the Denver Nuggets with 10.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And later tonight at 10 o'clock, there'll be Sacramento taking on Golden State. And then we have Chicago in L.A. taking on the Lakers at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Warriors game will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And now let's see what the call is. It looks like it's going to go against Patrick Beverley, and he wants an explanation from the refs. can't tell. They didn't show a lot of reviews of what the play was, but so I can't necessarily make a full conclusion or speculate or anything, so I can't really say anything. It's so confusing. There's still 1 minute left to go, and heading to the line, so the Sixers get charged with a timeout. The challenge was unsuccessful. It's 72-58. And the first foul shot it's good, and that's the only foul shot because Aaron Nesmith, he made the two and got fouled by Patrick Beverley. So it's 73-58. Sixers trail by 15 points. Hopefully they can just swing things into their direction in the second half. They trail by 15. Beverley over at the top of the key, being guarded by the Pacers. He'll step back. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll take it inside, tries to dish it, and he's fouled. Luckily, he was fouled as it was in the passing lane by Pascal Siakam. And that's who gets called for committing the foul there. And again, the Sixers still in the bonus. 40.9 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Controllers down. I was thinking that I forgot that it was Merrick that said that he was in college. I was like, wait, that's wild that you went back to school for broadcasting, but that's not you, my guy. Oh man, there's Nick Nurse sitting right over on the Sixers bench. Boy, has he had a terrific season or what? He's really been absolutely incredible with the rotations and just with playing the young guys. It's been the complete opposite of Doc Rivers. Also, congratulations to him, by the way, for getting hired by the Milwaukee Bucks. Siakam over at the top of the key will try to elbow his way over towards the post, puts up a jumper, and a little flop is made by Siakam. The ball gets battered around and finally goes into the hands of Embiid. 1 second separating the shot clock from the game clock, and Maxey will hold for one more. Sixers down by 14, 73-59. Maxey over at the logo. He'll try to get a screen from Nick Batum, and now draws up the defense from Buddy Hield. Embiid there for a screen again. 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and he'll try to take it right to the lane and puts it up. No, but another whistle again, and a foul called on the Pacers. The good news about Tyrese Maxey tonight is that he's been very aggressive and also assertive, too, just trying to make things happen for himself. And he's 5 for 5 from the line. Try to, once again, he'll attempt to just give the Sixers 60 points, and he does so. During the 50-point game, he was also 20 for 32 from the field on November 12th. Had 7 rebounds, was 7 for 11 from downtown, had 3 blocks and 5 assists as well. He goes 2 for 2 from the line, and the Sixers are just going to have to play defense as the Pacers will inbound it. They get it to Nembhard. Nembhard with a half-court shot. He puts it up, and he can't get it. That was actually not a half-court shot. It was passed to him from the half-court, but he could not hit the fadeaway three-pointer from the far wing. And we go into halftime. Sixers trail by a dozen. That's how you know we got to take a break. I'll be right back in just a few moments. I will step right off. Be right back. on here. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. This time now for your fun facts of the Sixers basketball game, which is brought to you by Play by Play with JJ. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when JJ goes live for a Sixers, Eagles, or Phillies game. That's, again, Play by Play with JJ. Find him on YouTube and click that like button and subscribe to your boy and your pal, JJ. I think that needs to be cut for a read. I like that. Okay, but yeah, it's time now for your fun fact of the day. So James Harden, Maurice Cheeks, and Wilt Chamberlain are tied for the most assists for the 76ers in a game. And all three of them had 21 assists. So again, Harden, Cheeks, and Chamberlain were able to put up 21 assists in a single game, which is tied for the most assists for a 76ers player, which is really impressive. The Sixers taking on the Indiana Pacers. It's 72-51. That is the score right now. 73-61. As we are in halftime. I had to refresh that. So the Sixers trail by 12. And so far, I mean, when we just talk about the X's and O's of the game, the Sixers are just really struggling to get other guys involved. The Pacers have held Embiid to 19 points. And as weird as that sounds, because a lot of people are able to get 19 points, Embiid is still on pace to go for 30 for sure. But it's been a very strange night for Joel. He's been a little bit cold, but he's shooting 8 for 15 from the field. It's been a little bit quiet, though. Tyrese Maxey is 0 for 5 from 3 and 6 for 14 from the field. Does have 19 points so far, but the Pacers have done a good job at just spreading the scoring. As Siakam is 13, Nesmith is 11, Turner is 10, Nembhard is 6, and Buddy Hield is 8 points. So they've been able to outplay them and out-hustle the Sixers in just the offensive game, even without their big star player, Tyrese Haliburton. But yeah, man, so make sure you guys comment down below. I want to hear what your thoughts are on this game. What do you guys have to say so far? Do you guys think that it's been a really slow game? Do you think that the Sixers can still win this game? If you do, that's what I want to hear. Make sure that you comment and like and subscribe. All right, let's take a look at some more deeper stats. Let's do that. So what we'll do is we'll make a window capture, and we'll try to get that up. Where is it? Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Oh, wait, yes it is. Is that what I wanted? Yes, it is. Okay. That is exactly what I wanted. I thought that was not what I wanted. Oh, no, it's not what I wanted. All right, we'll do another window capture. But, yeah, very slow start, and this team is really not shooting the three ball well. The Pacers are shooting the lights out from three, and I think that's been the difference so far. Sometimes when you're just shooting the ball and you're able to just get looks, sometimes it's just your night, and there's nothing that you can do as an opponent to try to stop that. And unfortunately, that's how it's been for Indiana tonight. The Sixers have certainly had those nights for them, including the first game that they played against the Indiana Pacers, where they shot well over 40% from three, but they were able to really capitalize, make a lot of shots, including a guy from Tyrese Maxey who was just unstoppable in that night as well. Let's go to some stats here and try to pull this up for you guys. So there we go. But yeah, all right, great stuff. So there we go. So the Sixers are just shooting 18.2% from three. Pacers are shooting 50%, as you can see right there. They're also really not getting to the line as much as you would like. Tyrese Maxey is, and Joel Embiid is getting to the line somewhat, but it's just I don't know how to put my finger on this. They're getting out-rebounded by 5. It feels like that they're getting out-rebounded by more. They're getting out-assisted by 9, and they just have looked very sloppy out there. But again, part of that's because the Pacers just play with such a fast pace, and if you're not ready for it, well, then there you go. So the Sixers have been behind the A ball. They're not getting guys involved. And it's such a shame because, they've been playing very good basketball. You have a very big West Coast road trip that comes up, and you play against Denver on Saturday. You want to try to make a statement tonight and continue to show the league how for real this basketball team is and try to get your 30th win of the season. You want that to be a statement just going into Denver. You want the heads to be held up high. We know that you're missing Tobias Harris, and we know that you don't have Marcus Morris Sr. and Robert Covington. But even with the guys that are out right now, and also no Mo Bamba either, but you still have shown some flexibility, and you've been able to take care of business and win games. So I can't really use that as an excuse either. It just seems like that they've just been not playing as much man, and they're a little bit stagnant with their ball handling and with their passing. And it kind of makes you think a little bit of how this team was run under with Doc Rivers, because it seemed like there was a lot of iso ball. The ball got really sticky into a couple of guys' hands, and Maxey and Embiid have been taking the shots, and you kind of want them to be able to dish it out to other guys. But part of that, too, is because Embiid just has to establish himself, and Turner has been putting up a really interesting strategy where he has his hands tied behind his back, because now you're confusing Joel Embiid whether or not you're going to try to swap it or draw a foul. And it's an interesting strategy, even though some people would say that, you're playing a little scared, and I don't usually like to say that, but I think that that's a part of the strategy now, too, from just a defender standpoint. Sometimes you just have to have your hands tied behind your back. Sometimes you just do, and just pray that it misses. But they trail 73-61. Another aspect of the game that I wanted to talk about is that the Pacers have had a 17-point lead. That was their largest lead of the game. And the Sixers have, I think that the closest that they got it to was down to 6. And that was in the first quarter. So they've just been really struggling. Really, really struggling. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload. Very quiet chat tonight. 23 people on here. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very good night. We'll take a look at some scores around the NHL as we talked about the NBA, and we'll get back to that, and we'll recap that for you in just a little bit. The Flyers are down 3-0 in Detroit. It just seems like nothing is going their way over their last 3 or 4 games, but they played well in their last game, and that was back at home. But in this one in particular, they've been really behind, and they've allowed 3 goals here in the second period. That has not looked good so far. The Bruins have a 2-point lead over the Ottawa Senators. They lead at 2-0. The Senators are 18-24-1. The Bruins, meanwhile, as Pastrnak got his 31st goal of the season, they're 29-9-9. The Montreal Canadiens, they lead it with 9 minutes and 59 seconds to go in the second period. And they have a 2-goal lead over the New York Islanders with 10 minutes to go. The Bruins, as we mentioned, have 5 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the second period. Arizona Coyotes trail by 3 to the Tampa Bay Lightning out in Tampa Bay. Kucherov again just got another goal. That's his 32nd of the season. Now about Steven Stamkos and Braden Point. Stamkos with 20 goals now and Point with 23. And Radish has his 4th goal as well. So it's 4-1 Tampa Bay against the Coyotes with 4 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the second period. The Devils are getting shut out so far 1-0 as they go into period number 2 to the Carolina Hurricanes. And the Anaheim Ducks, they trail 1-0 in Dallas against the Stars with 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Nashville Predators are in Minnesota, and they're taking on the Wild with 9 minutes to go in the first period. It's a scoreless game so far. And then 2 more games that are going on tonight. The Columbus Blue Jackets, led by Johnny Gaudreau, are in Calgary taking on the Flames, the 21-21-5 Flames, who are 11-10-1 at home. That game's at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. The Blackhawks are in Edmonton at 9 o'clock as well. Dickinson, and he's going up against Connor McDavid. Oilers are 27-15-1. They have really been cruising over their last couple of weeks and even longer. And again in the NBA, we'll look at the scores once again. Is The Sixers are up 73-61 as they go into the third quarter. It's just about ready to get started. I just saw a little tweet that came out over here by RB. He said, quote, Tyrese Maxey's not starting in the All-Star game because he's not popular enough yet amongst fans. Makes a lot of sense. So the Pacers will take it from left to right, and the Sixers will get it from right to left. Sixers did win the tip-off, and we have a bucket that's made by Aaron Nesmith. And Nesmith is able to rattle in the right-handed finish. And we are on our way to start off period number 3 here in this basketball game. Embiid will get it over at the foul line, extended. He'll just have to hand it off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Nesmith doing a good job at staying on him. 4 seconds left now to go. He dribbles into traffic. A handoff to Beverly. Beverly's shot goes in and out. And Miles Turner is the one that grabs the miss. Turner with 5 boards as he throws it away, but it was knocked out of bounds by Nick Batum as he got a slice of the pie, if you will. And Siakam will be the inbounder from the far sideline. Sixers trail by 14 points, and the lineup that the Pacers decide to go with to start off the second half as we have a bucket made by Andrew Nembhard off the inbound inside. That'll make it 77-61. So it's Siakam, Nesmith, Turner, Nembhard, and Hield for the Pacers. And the Sixers, they'll have Batum, Embiid, Beverly, Maxey, and Oubre Jr. There's a shot that's way off the mark by Beverly from 27 feet. And Nembhard is the one that crashes the glass. Siakam inside, outside to Turner again. And Miles Turner cannot miss from downtown. He is now 3 for 4. He missed his first 3. And ever since then, he has caught lightning in a bottle. Embiid passes it as far as the eye can see back to Patrick Beverly. But it's thrown away by Beverly as he throws it away and finds Turner again, and Turner's shot goes up and in. Oh, my goodness. That was actually Pascal Siakam that was able to knock that one down with the left hand, and we have another and one. I don't know who's keeping track of how many and ones there are tonight, but if any of you are, can you, let me know how many and ones are in this game? This is absolutely crazy. Just seems like every time that the Pacers are going up with a shot, as they call a timeout here, and the deficit now is 21. It's a 9-0 run by Indiana, as they have been really raining on the Sixers parade. All right, I'm going to take another quick step off. I didn't really get to stretch. I had to look up a couple more things. But I'll be right back. Don't you worry. back on here. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. So the Sixers, they called a timeout just before or right after Siakam made his jumper, but he goes to the line for an and one and converts. And now the Pacers have a 10-0 run to start off the third quarter, and their lead has gone up to 22 points. We have a whistle called against the Pacers. It was away from the ball. It's a kickball violation called on Pascal Siakam. What's up, Snowman? How you doing? Sixers will inbound it from the far sideline. It's a bounce pass to Embiid, and Embiid will hand it back off to Beverly. Beverly back to Maxey, who lets it fly and drains it. So finally, the Sixers are able to get their first 3 points of the quarter. It's now an 83-64 ball game. Hield will hand it off to Nembhard. Nembhard back to Buddy Hield, and we have a whistle called against Miles Turner, and Turner gets called for a defensive an offensive 3-second violation, or is it an offensive foul? They say it's an offensive foul. Thought maybe that he was in the lane for too long, but that was not the case. But the Sixers get the ball nonetheless as they go from right to left. Here's Batum with a triple, and he gets the trifecta to go from the near corner. Beverly with the dish, and Batum with the dynamite from three. Hield inside, and he'll kick it back out to Nesmith. Nesmith is on the far wing at the three-point line. He'll find Nesmith again. Andrew Nembhard off the dribble, puts it up and puts it in, and that's another assist there for the Indiana Pacers as they are just outplaying the Sixers on the offensive side of the ball. 85-67. Sixers get a turnover off the bad pass by Maxey. Nembhard got it, but he's fouled just before the backcourt. And there's a whistle again. It'll be, can't decide who the foul is on. Was looking up for a second. Can't be doing that. But Nick Batum is 2 for 3 from downtown with 10 points and 3 boards. He has committed 2 personal fouls. 9:01 left to go here in the third quarter. We have a conversation going on between all 3 refs. If you guys want to get more involved with the channel, please make sure that you reach out to me via A, Discord, B, email, or C, social media. So you can do that by clicking on the link tree down below. It's also pinned here. It's in the live chat. If you scroll up through some of these bots, you can feel free to check some of those things out, and you can find my link tree down there. If you also type in JJ's link tree, it should show up. But that's what's going on. So Beverly got a personal foul called against him. Nembhard was the one that stole it away off the bad pass by Beverly as it was going to Maxey, and they're not calling, I don't know if they're calling a foul. Originally on the ESPN score play-by-play, they originally ruled it as a foul, but unless there's a challenge here, I don't think that this is just reviewable, or is it? Huh. It was a very quick review. The refs were over at the headsets, and they couldn't figure out what the play was. And then one of the refs came off the headsets. So that was an initiator review. Replay supports the call, and it'll be Pacers ball. Siakam will inbound it from the half-court mark towards the far sideline. A bounce pass to Andrew Nembhard again. Nembhard tries to get past Maxey, and Maxey could not keep up with him. Neither could Patrick Beverly. Andrew Nembhard with 10 points. He's 4 for 8 from the field. He is lightning quick. This team just likes to work so fast, whether they're in the paint or just from the three. They are a very good team and very well coached by Rick Carlisle. Maxey with a bounce pass back outside to Beverly. Beverly finds Maxey over on the far corner. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Nembhard in his face. Swings it out to Beverly for a wide open three from the far wing. No. Batum tried to tip it up, and he could not get it to go. A rebound goes to Miles Turner. That's rebound number 6 on the day. Nembhard trying to go coast to coast. Clean basketball for the Sixers as Maxey contested it on the other side. Maxey being rewarded for a triple. Oh, he almost got it. It was off the mark. He just got to keep shooting. He's 1 for 8 from downtown. They say 1 for 7 right now. And I don't know if that's going to change. He does have 22 points, though. He's 7 for 16 from the field. Nemhard again tries to go up with a shot. It's blocked by Kelly Oubre Jr., but still retained by Miles Turner. Turner draws the contact by Kelly right below the net, and he's fouled as well. The Pacers have been in takeover mode in this third quarter as the Sixers are pacing to just keep up with them. A 14-6 start in this third quarter by Indiana. It was a 9-0 run, and the Sixers came up with just 2 threes in a row, and that's been it by Maxey and, of course, Nick Batum. First foul shot is up and in by Miles Turner, and we have some more substitutions for the Sixers as they'll decide to go with some more guys here. 14 points by Miles. He's 4 for 7 from the field and has 6 rebounds as well. Embiid has won a lot of the battles that he's played against the Indiana Pacers and has really just went toe-to-toe with Miles Turner for sure. The second free throw shot cannot go in by Turner, and the Sixers will get the ball back. 88-67, 7:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Maxey swings it all the way outside to House Jr., and a whistle called. It was away from the play. Batum and KJ Martin were over towards the far side, and the foul is called. It is called on the Sixers. Sorry, it's called on Pascal Siakam for a defensive 3-second violation, so that's a technical foul. The Sixers will have Embiid. They'll elect him to shoot a free throw as he's dripping with some sweat, and he's able to drain the foul shot and cut the deficit down to 20. The one thing that we're going to try to implement now is we're going to implement, again, some more extra vocabulary. Again, this is what we do. This is for practice. Practice first, and, of course, you guys as well. All right, there's a far corner jumper that's hit by Daniel House Jr., and now makes it 88-70. Here we go. Siakam over at the top of the key will try to swing it inside. Inside, outside to Turner on the near wing. Near wing for Andrew Nemhard, who's on the near corner. They'll find Siakam again. Siakam to Turner. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Good defense by the Sixers, and there's a shot that goes up by Nemhard, but the follow-through is good by Miles Turner, and the Sixers, again, not being active on the glass. It's just a lack of effort by the 76ers defense tonight. Embiid will hand it off to House Jr. House Jr. tries to take it right to the cup. It's swatted away and blocked, but he's fouled. He does get fouled by Buddy Hield. 2 more subscribers till we get to 1,660. If you guys are new to the channel, comment down below. I can't understand why the chat's so quiet tonight. Ugh, man, you guys make it fun when you're talking. It's never as fun when you're not talking, but it also is good for me because I got to make it more engaging. So I also have to agree with that. 90-70 with 6 minutes and 54 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. We got Jaden Springer stepping in for Furkan Korkmaz, and Nick Batum will take a seat. So Jaden Springer comes in for Nick Batum, and KJ Martin will also come in as well. So the Sixers have KJ Martin with a triple, and he puts it up, can't get it. Embiid with the offensive rebound. Embiid will just hand it off to House Jr. House Jr. again goes up with a shot, and we have a whistle called. That's going to go against Daniel House Jr. as he stepped out of bounds. So he could not keep up with his footing. JJ is awesome, says Snowman. Thank you. Appreciate that. Nemhard steps back. He's over on the near wing. Will hand it off again. And there's a three-point shot that goes up, and it's nothing but nets. Oh, my goodness. They are just hitting their shots. It's a 23-point game as Buddy Hield cannot miss. He's been unstoppable. 10 three-pointers by Indiana. They're 10 for 18 from the three-point line. Maxey lets it fly from way downtown, way too strong, and it goes out of bounds towards the Sixers bench. And the Pacers will get the ball back again. A 22-9 run here in this third quarter, and Nick Nurse, he is animated as the Sixers defense has really been struggling tonight. Siakam goes down with authority, and you wonder if the Sixers will call a timeout here. It looks like that they'll elect to do so. It's a 25-point deficit in Indiana. They are absolutely exploding. It's 95-70. with 6:01 remaining. Wow. Be right back. The Sixers have been getting outclassed by the Indiana Pacers. It's a 25-point lead here in Indiana as they're down 95-70. They've been not been able to manufacture a lot of points in the paint either. So Embiid's over at the foul line, takes a free throw line jumper, and it doesn't even hit the rim. It was over towards the left. It was wide left, and the Sixers are not able to come up with a bucket. Another 12-3 run by Indiana. It seems like that's their third time tonight that they've been able to come up with that. Spicy P goes into the lane. He's fouled. And again, Pascal Siakam able to just buzz his way on in. And KJ Martin is the one that's guilty for committing the foul. 5 minutes and 26 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Siakam will make his way over towards the charity stripe to try to get 2 more foul shots to go. They just need 5 more points to get to the century mark. 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists for Spicy P. And the first foul shot is a little short. Again, when you look at the injury report for the Philadelphia 76ers, they are missing 5 guys tonight, including Tobias Harris, who's out with an illness. Of course, DeAnthony Melton dealing with a lumbar spine soreness as well. Marcus Morris Sr. has a left foot injury, and Robert Covington is out with a left knee contusion. Mo Bamba has a right knee injury. 70-96. Siakam goes 1 for 2 from the line. Embiid over on the foul line extended, puts it up, and it was a 1-foot jab step that got it to go. Off balance and everything. It was a Dirk Nowitzki shot. Siakam Tries to go inside. They dish it outside to Turner again, and Turner is human. Siakam grabs the rebound, though. They swing it around the timeline, and the Pacers will reset here. Siakam almost threw it away. Turner inside, goes up with it, twirls around, and finishes with the right hand. And it's 98-72. This Sixers defense has been asleep at the wheel tonight. Embiid tries to dribble inside, goes up again. He's fouled. He has not been aggressive, and that's not the thing that you want to see from your big man. But part of that also is a testament to Pascal Siakam and just getting another body on Joel. And Miles Turner and Siakam have been they've been doing a good job. It still feels like Joel just has not been able to buzz his way on in. They trail by 26 points, and Embiid cannot make the first foul shot. They'll try to go 1 for 2 from the line. What's going on, man? What's going on with this no-show tonight for the Sixers? I don't know. You tell me, man. 22 points for Joel. Just needs 8 more points to continue his 30-point streak. And he's able to make it 23 points. The Sixers trail by 25. Nembhard over at the top of the key. He'll try to dish it out to Turner, and Turner finds Nesmith. Nesmith inside, back outside from Siakam to Turner again for a 3. And no, he's been thinking that he's Steph Curry out there, and he's missed his last 3 3-pointers. Kelly gets it over on the near wing, a bounce pass to Embiid with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Embiid wants to ISO, draws up the double team, dribbles, dishes it out to Kelly for 3 on the near wing, and he can't get a bucket. Furkan Korkmaz out there for the Sixers to try to get them some sort of a spark, and Turner with a backdoor cut to the basket again as the Sixers. That is just like the 9th time tonight it feels like that they just cannot get back on defense out in the transition game. And that's all about effort. Embiid for 3 on the near wing, and he got it. So he hit it in the face of Miles Turner. And now with 24 points as the deficit, there's a timeout called by Rick Carlisle with 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're going to push back the Flyers stream until tomorrow because I put in a really long day today, and I want to give you my best effort, right? Because that's what you guys deserve. So we'll talk about the Flyers tomorrow, and I promise we will definitely do that. All right, I'm not dodging any sort of Flyers content. It's so much stuff to keep up with everything, and I need to take a little break tonight. I really do. I need a mental break after this. So, sorry, Flyers fans. I do really apologize. Plus, the game is on now, and I haven't really been watching it. Buzzkill, the NBA isn't as good as it used to be, says Texas Repo. Okay, that's just your opinion. I tend to agree and disagree. I tend to do both. I like higher scoring. I think that that's nice. I like what the talent is doing. I think that there's certainly more talent in the NBA. See, this is when I get to the questions of, like, what do you consider to be, like, the old NBA? I don't really know if there's, like, a year-to-date or whatever. But I do like the modern-day NBA. I do. But there's more strategy involved, in my opinion. Guys are getting double-teamed more, and there's more strategy to it. 100-76. Pacers get set on the offensive side. McConnell swings it around the timeline. Sixers can't close out. There's a three-pointer, and the Sixers dodge a bullet. However, there's an offensive rebound by Jalen Smith, and he's able to put it up and in. He just climbed on over Kelly Oubre Jr., and Smith got it to go. And again, just not able to do a good job at getting back on defense. Springer goes inside. It's swatted away by Jalen Smith, and it goes out of bounds, and Springer did not get fouled, but that was a pretty clean block, it seemed like. So this means if the Sixers do tie the Pacers with the standings, if the Sixers do go on and lose this game, the Pacers actually would then own the tiebreaker. So the Pacers are 24-20, and the Sixers are 29-13. Springer's at the line, and he puts it up, and it's nothing but net as he swishes it at the foul line. The Celtics lead it by 13 points. It's 77-64 in halftime against the Miami Heat. And how about this? The Denver Nuggets, they trail by 24 points to the New York Knicks. 102-78. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sixers playing on defense here. It's TJ McConnell all out there for the Pacers, along with Nembhard, Smith, Pascal Siakam, and Nesmith. McConnell dishes it out to Siakam. Siakam's on the far wing, puts up a three-pointer. It's up, and he's fouled in the act of shooting by Kelly Oubre Jr. with 1.7 seconds on the shot clock, and it has just not been their night. It has really not been their night so far. They've been absolutely cold from beyond the arc, and again, we can take a look at some stats and just see how frigid this team is. They're just shooting 25% from three. Pacers are shooting 47.5% from three. Lawrence says Sixers need a bench. Maxey misses and Embiid don't have any help. They have no one that they can help them. Welcome to the NBA, Lawrence. Welcome to the NBA. That's how it works. If your superstars aren't delivering, then guess what? You're not going to win a lot of games. That's how the NBA works. 103-78. Both foul shots were good, as Embiid will get it at the top of the key. Find Furkan Korkmaz. Korkmaz with a behind-the-back bounce pass as he finds Kelly Oubre Jr. to slam it home. What a flashy pass by the Turkish Delight. And another whistle called. Furkan Korkmaz. How about those moves? He was driving it to the lane, almost got away with a travel, and just with a no-look behind-the-back bounce pass was able to just find Kelly Oubre Jr. cutting right towards the basket, and he got it. It was a backdoor cut. We have a whistle called and a foul called on the Sixers. Mathurin will head to the line for a free throw, and he drains it. Sixers are too small, says Lawrence. Yeah, I agree. I think that we definitely need another. I think we need another rebounder. I'm with you. Fell in love with the NBA back in the 90s. Fighting was okay, and steroids were legal, says Texas Repo. TJ McConnell gets the inbound. Here we go, as another layup is up and in by Mathurin as he's able to get the layup to go. The Sixers, I don't think that they've been able to stop the Pacers on one possession in this quarter. It surely seems like it. They've been getting outscored 33-19 with 2 minutes left to go in period number 3. Embiid gets fouled, puts it up, and can't get it to go. I wonder if the injury that Joel suffered a little bit earlier in the game, I wonder if that's another reason why he might be a little bit cold from shooting the basketball here in the third quarter. I'm not trying to make excuses, and I'm not trying to speculate, but I am curious because he did clash knees with Aaron Nesmith a little earlier. If you are just tuning in, I want to make sure that I catch you all up to date with everything. The Sixers are down by 26 points. There's no Tobias Harris. There's no Tyrese Haliburton. For both teams, so they're missing a starter each, and DeAnthony Melton's still out for the Sixers as well, along with Marcus Morris Sr. and Robert Covington and Mo Bamba. 106-81, and Embiid ends up going 2 for 2 from the foul line. Give Joel Embiid, he needs a couple more points to get to 30. So he has 28 now, just needs a 2 to continue that 30-point streak. Mathurin's at the top of the key with both feet on the line. Here he is. He's being guarded by Springer. Springer almost lost his dribbles. It's deflected by Furkan Korkmaz, and it goes to the bounds towards the near baseline, or the near sideline, with 2.7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Obi Toppin will step on in for Indiana as they decide to go with the change. Again, 2.7 seconds to go with 1 minute and 36 seconds in this third quarter. What happened to... There it is. Sorry about that. McConnell will inbound it from the near sideline. 2.5 seconds on the shot clock. Here's a three-pointer that goes up, and that's no good by Jalen Smith, and the Sixers finally get a rebound, and they're able to put a stop on the defensive side. Embiid rolling to the basket, and one. The streak continues for Joel. 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 dimes for number 21. That is unbelievable, big fella. So 33 consecutive games with 20 or more points to start off the season, and now 22 consecutive games with 30 or more points, which is the 5th longest streak in NBA history. The 20-point game record, the 33 games in a row, that is the longest in NBA history, in case you are wondering. 106-85 with 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Sixers have not taken the lead at all in this game. They've trailed throughout the entire game. Obi Toppin will get the inbound, and he'll hand it off to T.J. McConnell. McConnell working really quickly, goes with a little spin move, and he gets into the lane, and the left-handed finger roll finish, he got it. Springer not wasting any time, trying to get it towards the other side, finds Embiid over at the top of the key, takes a couple of jab steps, puts up a prayer. It's up, too strong, and another rebound goes to the Pacers. It is Nembhard that gets it. There's actually Nesmith there. Here is T.J. McConnell. McConnell finds Smith inside. Smith gets the contact and won by Kelly Oubre Jr. And Smith will head back to the free throw line again for another free throw. So McConnell trying to just utilize the pick and roll, but you thought that maybe he was going to go to more of a pick and roll style, but he just decided to keep it, and he got the layup to go. The three-point conversion is no good as Furkan Korkmaz, who's flabbergasted, gets the rebound. Oubre over on the near wing. Kelly drives it towards the lane, goes up with the right hand, and one as well. It's just like no surprise tonight how much or how many three-point conversions there have been between both of these teams. That time it was Ben Mathurin who was guilty for getting that foul. They need other three-point shooters. Kenneth says, we got a sport already for the way that they played old basketball. It's called football. We don't need that. McConnell tries to dish it out to Mathurin. Mathurin with a no-look pass, and it goes out of bounds, and they're going to say that it's Sixers ball. Mathurin is absolutely animated and thought that a Sixers player last touched it, but that's not the case. KJ Martin, Furkan Korkmaz, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Jaden Springer all in there for Philadelphia. Furkan gets it over at the logo. 21 seconds to go and about 6 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Embiid over towards the right side. He'll set a screen for Furk, and Furk goes into the lane. It goes up and in and one. This will cut it to 20 if he does make the free throw shots. Wonder, and they probably wouldn't do this, but maybe you try a miss here and you try to see if you can nail a three to try to cut the deficit to 20 or to less than 20. I don't think that's what they're going to do. Got to get back at it versus the Nuggets. Got to get Embiid going again. Game's not over, guys. Foul shot is up. No, that was not an intentional miss. Furkan just had it a little short, and Neesmith goes over towards the other side. The layup is up. No, it's tipped and battered around and stolen away by the Sixers. 2 seconds left, and they'll say that it's Indiana basketball as KJ Martin loses it out of bounds. The Pacers are just outplaying the Sixers on the glass in the passing lanes, and they are just so quick. Kind of like the Boston Celtics from last year. Just a very gritty team. Mathurin tries to go up with a prayer. Thought he was fouled, but we go into quarter number 4 as the Pacers explode. And I mean explode in that third quarter. They put up 37 points, and the Sixers only get 28. And we go into the fourth, the final quarter of this ball game. The Sixers will be right back, and that means it is time for our 76ers trivia question of the day. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, 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 very fantastic day. All right, so today is January 25th. So we have a trivia question that we're going to ask you. If you get it right, you'll hear this. And if you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right, quickly, which player had his jersey number retired by all 3 of the Utah, Atlanta, and New Orleans NBA franchises? Which player had his jersey number retired by all 3 of the Utah, Atlanta, and New Orleans NBA franchises? Please let me know. Comment down below. 2 more subscribers. What's up, Mickey? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on. Can't buy a bucket. All you really have to do is look at the rebounds, offense, and defense. Yeah, man, for sure. Morey waits too late to make trades for quality players. I don't even know if the Sixers need another player, guys. In some ways, I'm really thinking that this team can compete for a title in the East with the way that they're currently constructed. Do you trust Doc Rivers with the Milwaukee Bucks? I don't. I maybe didn't listen to what happened to Joel Embiid. He got injured in the very beginning of the game, but he's still staying in there. Again, no one's answering my trivia question. Where is it? There we go. Pete Maravich. There we go. Pete. Yes, that's right. Good job. DFJ Hoops. Everybody comes on for the fourth quarter. See, that's what happens. Everybody comes to life here in the fourth quarter. I don't know why. You guys are, so quiet for, you're loud in the first, and then you get quiet in the second, and then in the third, and then now it's but now I got to scroll down in my chat, and I don't even have to scroll down as much beforehand, but now this is what you guys do to me. And I love you all so much. I really do, but, man, you make me work a little bit. Oh my gosh. Cheers, L'chaim. It's been a snooze fest with this game. It really has been. They've just been not. They've not made their shots, but also they're just not. It seems like that there's just a lack of effort in so many different ways tonight, for sure. Here's Paul Reed, Jaden Springer, Terquavion Smith is out there as well. Daniel House Jr. as the bucket is good for the Sixers, and it's now 110-91. Sixers down by 19 points. They do come away with a steal, but they're going to say that it was stepped out of bounds by Terquavion Smith, and it'll still be Indiana basketball. They'll get a fresh 24 on the shot clock, and McConnell thought maybe McConnell was going to inbound it, but instead it's going to be Ben Mathurin. So House Jr., Paul Reed, Terquavion Smith, Ricky Council IV, and Jaden Springer all out there for the Sixers. And for the Pacers, they got Obi Toppin, Isaiah Jackson, TJ McConnell, Ben Mathurin, and Ben Shepherd as well. Mathurin goes into the lane with the left hand, no, and another rebound. Oh, it was actually taken away by Paul Reed. Reed to Smith. Smith to Council inside, and Council tries to put it up, but he's fouled. And he will head to the charity stripe. So Ricky Council, the fourth, seeing some action here tonight. He's 6'6". He's 22 years old. He'll be 23 on August 3rd. And he went to Arkansas. He's a rookie and has gotten a little bit of action. He was undrafted in the 2023 draft and is from Durham, North Carolina. First foul shot, as he's able to make that one. That makes it 110 to 92. And he can't get the second one to go. So Turk not able to knock down two, but he does get one. Mathurin swings it back out to Toppin. Toppin to McConnell. McConnell back to Ben again. Toppin again gets it back out to Mathurin. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. A jumper is good by TJ McConnell. Sorry, we were a little bit behind on the action, but TJ McConnell able to drain that too and now make it what is a 20-point lead for the Pacers. Sixers just not into this game, and every single time they put up a bucket, the Pacers just have a response. Paul Reed with a dribble handoff to Jaden Springer over at the foul line. Stops on a dribble, puts it up, and he airballs it. He literally airballed it from the elbow, and Reed tried to grab the rebound, and we have a loose ball foul. I believe it was called on the Pacers. Sometimes things just don't go your way, and when TJ McConnell is just hitting shots like that, and the ball movement is just going into your direction and you feel a certain rhythm, it's hard to stop you. It's really, really hard to stop you. 112 to 92 with 10.5 minutes left remaining in the fourth quarter. Terquavion Smith is going to put it back up with the right hand. Can't get it. Tries to fight for the rebound. He got it. Puts it up with the left hand. No, he grabs the rebound again, but it's stolen away. He tried to get it on a third try. McConnell out in transitions. Deflected by Terquavion Smith. And Council. Did I say it was Terquavion Smith that was at the line? That was Ricky Council. I apologize. Oh, my gosh. We're going to put this one in the books tonight. This is just one of those games, man. 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. And Jaden Springer is going to take another seat here. So McConnell got the 16-foot jumper to go. Inside he goes, and it's blocked again by House Jr. Here we go. Inside goes Ricky Council the fourth, and Council the fourth can't finish it. And there's another rebound that goes to McConnell again. McConnell dishes it back outside to three-point shooter. No good. And another whistle called. It'll be on the Sixers, and that makes it Obi Toppin. That was just trying to go up with a shot. So Shepard got the defensive rebound, and Shepard is the one that missed the 23-footer from three. And it will be the inbounder here with 9 minutes and 56 seconds to go. The Sixers are going to continue their road trip. They will be out in Golden State on Tuesday, but they play in Portland on Monday, and then on Saturday, of course, I was working my way backwards. They're in Denver. So they play against the Nuggets at 5:30 on primetime basketball over on Saturday night, and hopefully Joel can have a dominant game right then and there. There's a three-pointer that's airballed again by Terquavion Smith as he stepped back and could not get the J from the far wing. 112-92. Indiana leads it by 20. No Tyrese Haliburton and no Tobias Harris for both teams. Toppin spinning, trying to roll. Inside is Jackson, can't get it. And Reed boxes him out and gets the rebound. So that's the good news for Paul Reed, is that he's actually playing very physical. House Jr. lays it up and in with the right hand and cuts the deficit back down to 18 points. McConnell over at the Toyota sign. The Sixers, they haven't really had a big comeback from 20 points down. I believe that the last time that they did it was against the Clippers. That was 4 years ago, but I can't seem to remember off the top of my head. We have a bucket made on the other side by Obi Toppin as he tips it in and is able to make it back to a 20-point lead for the Pacers. They have 8 minutes and 23 seconds to go in this ball game. There's a shot that goes up, and it's swatted away by the Pacers again. And number 22, that is Isaiah Jackson, is able to just block that shot from Terquavion Smith. Jackson, a small forward who went to Kentucky and was taken as the 22nd pick of the 2021 draft by the Lakers. Only 6'9" and weighs 205 pounds. Reed gets the inbound, almost loses it with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, but we have a whistle called, and Reed will get fouled. Furkan Korkmaz will come back in for Daniel House Jr. Again, the Sixers did win their first match against the Pacers. The season series is tied at 1-1, but this is the last game that they're playing where they'll see each other in the regular season. On 14:94, 8 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Furkan Korkmaz with the trifecta. It's too strong, too much mustard on that one, and this time McConnell is going to just try to take as much time off the clock here. Matherin hands it off to Jalen Smith. Smith with a dribble handoff to Nesmith. Nesmith inside to Jalen Smith. It goes out of bounds, and the Sixers will get the ball back. So the Sixers have put up 5 points, or 7 points, I should say. No, it's 5 points so far. See, that's the thing that's confusing me about this. Sometimes it really throws you off. Inside goes Council. Council to Reed, and Reed gets the feed. He got it to go. 114-96, 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. And a timeout called by Rick Carlisle and the Pacers with 7:40 left to go. Oh, boy. Sorry about that. If we can't beat them in a best of 3, how the heck are we going to win a championship? Okay. The Denver Nuggets, guys, are trailing 92-64 to the New York Knicks. Stuff happens, you know? 2 out of 3. I'm not really worried. This team was playing so well, and sometimes, and like I'm not calling anybody out. Like I'm not calling you out, controllers down. I'm not calling you out or anything. But I'm just saying this team goes on like a nice little winning streak, and then just like one game later, even though they're going up against Indiana, it's like how can you just say this off of just one game? You're going to have bad nights. I had a bad night tonight. I usually have good nights. And it's the same exact thing. But if people tell me, like, oh, JJ, just because of this bad performance tonight, like, you shouldn't, you're never going to be able to compete with the people over at ESPN. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm going to prove those people wrong. It's the same sort of thing here. In a way. In a sense. But I don't know. I'm just saying. Minnesota the other day just lost to Charlotte. And Cat put up 62 points. This stuff happens. Welcome to sports. Pete Maravich, yes, sir. Lawrence says we'll go Flyers. Man, you guys are commenting now. At least you made it worth listening to, says kind of. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. It's been an off night, bro. They've been losing the whole entire game. And again, those things happen. Springer, House, Korkmaz can go, says Lawrence. Dude, do you also realize that when Robert Covington and Marcus Morris Sr. and DeAnthony Melton are back, that they're not going to be getting as much playing time? Do you understand that? I'm just saying. Good news, we are less than a month away from spring training baseball, says Denbro. I like that. Yes, sir. Absolutely. At least give us something we might care about now. Yeah, play the Young Bucks. That'd be crazy if they went on a 30-0 run. Bro, this is crazy. Now, the chat was so slow, and now everything's going by so fast. Warriors coming up Monday. I can't wait to see Tyrese go up against Steph. That would be really cool. I still have more to see. If there's 3 minutes left and they're still up by 20, this game is over, says Lawrence. Really? Wow, says controllers down. I don't know what that is. In response to that? Really? Wow. Terquavion Smith tries to dish it out to Paul Reed inside and can't do so, and there's an alley-oop pass that's thrown down on the steal. So the steal was made by McConnell, and then he found Jalen Smith out in transition, or Ben Matherin, I should say. And then Matherin was able to get the alley-oop pass over to Jalen Smith, who slammed it home for two. Smith inside to Reed. Reed gets it stolen away by TJ McConnell, who came in from a back door and just out of the middle of nowhere. Toppin almost lost his dribble as he got it over on the far side. So McConnell came up with a steal. Another high alley-oop lob pass, and that was just way too strong. Smith inside, goes up with a two, and he puts it up and in. That was Council the fourth. So Ricky Council the fourth, again, just able to get the layup and the finger roll finish over towards the right side of the baseline. And we're just about halfway done this fourth quarter. McConnell is guilty for drawing that foul, or for committing the foul. Let's read some comments. That's the history of the 76ers, Lawrence. Allen Iverson had Larry Hughes. That's it. They traded them. He had Iggy. The teams never had more than three good players at once. Only thing about this, you see what you really have on this bench, says Lawrence. Facts, JJ. Can't judge one game ever of an NBA game. Again, that's just what happens. You're right. I'm just saying that it doesn't look good. Again, of course. Of course, man. You're out, JJ. What's up, Steven? How you doing, man? Love your style. Thank you for the play-by-play. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Here we go. KJ Martin driving it into the lane, and he'll go back to the line for another and one opportunity and try to get the Sixers. Well, he does get the Sixers into the century mark, but he'll, again, go to the line for one more, and he has really been struggling over at the line. He has not been a good foul shooter throughout his entire career. That's not really on the resume or the, I don't know what you call it. Can't come up with the word. But he has 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists in tonight's game. Sixers going on a little run here. They've been outscoring the Pacers 12-8 here in the fourth quarter. And it's because their four-string guys are making some magic happen. So that's nice to see for sure. Oh, yeah, it looks bad. We came to life. This was a scheduled loss. I didn't even bother to watch, says DFJ. Funny. Good thing is we have more than one field goal or more than one effed games. Yeah. For sure. I agree with that. More on than off games. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good. Here we go. A three-pointer for the Sixers by Terquavion Smith. He can't let it go. And he couldn't get the rebound to fall either. Bad night for Philly. I was on halftime stream. Flyers are getting crushed too, says Larry. Well, it's all your fault because you weren't here. The Sixers wouldn't be losing if you were here, man. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pascal Siakam trying to be very physical. Puts it up, and it was a step-back jumper over the rookie, Terquavion Smith. And Siakam makes it look so easy. Pascal with 22 and 11 and 8. Council the fourth for 3. Got it! Sixers down by 15 as they're clawing their way back in. 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And we have, they didn't call a timeout. There was a little bit of some slow play here. So Siakam gets it over at the logo. He's being guarded by Furkan Korkmaz. 5 seconds to go. Siakam tries to get it. He loses the ball. Does he get called for the travel? I don't know. They say that there's a foul called on KJ Martin with 3.8 seconds left on the shot clock. So they did have, that was, I guess, the first foul that they committed. I get confused when you look at the graphics here. That was just, it looked like it was all ball, man. Looked like it was all ball. 120 to 105, so it's going to be a jump ball, and that's why they're standing up. I didn't see the jump ball signal. 3.8 seconds left on the shot clock if the Pacers happen to retain possession here. Here we go. Jump ball between Martin and Siakam, and Martin wins the jump ball. A 9-2 run for the Sixers. 5 minutes left to go. Furkan Korkmaz with a dribble handoff again, as going right to the rim and trying to put up a left-handed shot is Smith, Ricky Council the fourth again, and we have a foul called on Siakam. Siakam is a little confused as to how that foul was called on him, and he will go back to the line again. This Sixers bench and this fourth unit, if you will, just doing a good job, and they really have been playing so well for this team, and now it's a 14-point game, and Nick Nurse is clapping along. If you're Indiana, or even if you're the Sixers, you might, if they get a couple more buckets, then we have a ball game here. 8 points for Ricky Council the fourth. He's 2 for 5 from the field. And again, in case you are just tuning in, the Sixers were down by as many as 27 points and have not taken the lead tonight at all. 120-107 is the score, and the Pacers get it past the half-court mark. Here's T.J. McConnell with a no-look pass for a three-point shot, and that's good. That was a big firework launched by Aaron Nesmith. And he got the triple to go. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Furkan Korkmaz dishes it out. There's a three-pointer from way downtown, and that's airballed. It was airballed by Smith. McConnell with the rebound. Healed for three on the far corner. It's a little short again. Volleyballed all the way to Reed. Reed finds Martin. Martin, not wasting any time, goes right into the lane, takes it to the cup. Oh, we got it. K.J. Martin is able to draw the foul, and he will go to the line once again. How about this squad out there for Philadelphia? A little Euro step by K.J. Martin, and he got the finger roll finish with the underhanded scoop, and Nembhard gets called for the foul, and a timeout called by the Sixers. So Siakam, Naismith, Nembhard, Hield, and McConnell all out there for the Pacers, and no Embiid out there for the Sixers. It's K.J. Martin, Paul Reed, Furkan Korkmaz, Terquavion Smith, and Ricky Council the fourth. This is crazy. They're still down by 14, though, with 4 minutes and 17 seconds. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Oh, we reached 1660. Thank you so much. Larry says I'm bringing us back. Oh, my gosh. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. What happened? We're within 14 now. See, this is what happens, guys. The game of basketball is a funny game, man. Hey, I'm back here trying to bring us back. Good, lol. Don't move. Glue yourself. Let Jen glue you to that chair. She has to glue you. You can't move. Because you're the good luck charm, man. We got 24 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, please feel free to leave a super chat down below. Any donation, of course, is a plus. I would really appreciate that. You can also donate via Venmo or PayPal by clicking on the bot link in the description, in the live chat, or in the description as well. And you can find my LINKTREE and then just click on my PayPal and / or my Venmo if you want to do that. Hey, at least it looks competitive now. I think that you just got to keep these guys out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is working, I don't think you go back to the starters just yet. Let's see what he decides to do. Again, 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. The Sixers trail by 14 points. They're down to 2 timeouts. Just want you to bear that in mind. And they were down by as many as 27 points, so they've cut that deficit in half. They've been outscoring the Pacers 20-13 in this quarter alone. What's up, AJ? How you doing? Oh, what's good, my guy? Thanks for coming on here. I really appreciate the compliment, too. We got to end the game with a bang. It's been a really rough 40 minutes for us. Or not, it's been a rough 40 minutes because we haven't really been on our A game, but now we just got to finish the game strong. Over 40 likes. Great. Keep coming back, Sixers. Let's get more people on here. Embiid on the bench showed the Sixers still have their fourth unit out there as they have really been scoring the basketball very efficiently. 7 points by Martin. He'll go to the line for one more. This is a big free throw here, and the Sixers have to be ready in case he misses it. So Martin goes to the line, and here we go. We're going to turn this off here, and Martin is going to try to put it up, and it bounces out as Ricky Council IV gets boxed out by Pascal Siakam. So 123-109. There's a nice pass to Buddy Hield. Hield to Siakam. Siakam to Nembhard for a triple, and he got it. Oh, that was a clutch shot from the far corner. 126-109. Terquavion Smith gets it over at the top of the key. He puts up a 2. It's up, and that's way too strong. Offensive rebound by Reed, but it's stolen away by Pascal Siakam. Siakam gets it intercepted by KJ Martin at half court. Martin into the lane again, puts it up, and he's fouled again. He has been on a little scoring run himself, and he'll go to the line for one more. He has really been providing a lot of energy, and it's just the little things that absolutely matter. Are they going to say that it was in the act of shooting? I thought that maybe it was, but I think it's a foul on the floor. The score did not update. It's 126-109. So, yeah, it didn't count. First foul shot is no good again. Just a very poor free throw shooter, especially this season. It has been not such a good season from the line for KJ Martin, who is just shooting 50% from the line. Next foul shot, he can't get that one to go and goes 0 for 2 from that trip at the line. 3:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. I can't believe that they called that a foul on the floor. Nembhard over on the near corner. They swing it to Siakam. Siakam back to TJ McConnell. McConnell over at the logo. Tries to give it out to Neesmith. Neesmith to Siakam again with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Nembhard trying to take it right to the cup. And he gets past B-ball Paul and puts it up and in. So the Sixers forced the Pacers to bring back in their starters. The Sixers decided not to go with theirs. Reed dishes it out. And there's a three-pointer that's up and too strong again. And the Sixers could not buy a bucket. That trip around. 3 minutes left to go, and the rebound goes to Indiana. So the Pacers get it, and Pascal Siakam will try to milk the clock down like how he does it in football. Siakam for 2, and that could be the dagger. He got the corner jumper to fall. Spicy P able to work up another double-double tonight. Reed off the dribble for 3. Got it! Can you believe that? Oh, my gosh. I thought I'd never see the day. That's 130 to 112. That's crazy. 2:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Once again, a Paul Reed fadeaway jumper, a step back off the dribble. That's not in his repertoire. Oh, my gosh. What are we seeing, man? But Siakam got the 18-foot step-back jumper to go. B-ball Paul hit a 3. That's the highlight of a night. A pull-up 2? Oh, my gosh. It was nothing but net. It was nothing but net, and the Sixers call another timeout. They're down to 1. Well, the Pacers call a timeout, so both teams are now technically down to 1. They trail by 18. And they'll be back once again on Saturday afternoon. So we'll go live for the Flyers stuff tomorrow. I want to make sure I catch the highlights of tonight's game anyways. And that's what we're going to do, man. That's what we'll do. That's crazy. I don't understand it. KJ has a good-looking free throw form. Sometimes, man, it's just the way it goes, bro. KJ is a Ben Simmons free throw shooter. Ben Simmons might actually be better as a foul shooter. Just saying. But again, we have to... Ben was going to the line a lot. And they hacked him, so... I don't know. I think it would be a... Who would win a free throw match, guys? If it were to go up to 10, who wins the match? KJ Martin or Ben Simmons? Let me know down below. You might be right. You have to think about it, like with how many times that they go to the line. KJ doesn't really go to the line that much, but who's your money going on? If you were a betting man, are you taking KJ Martin or Ben Simmons at the free throw line to work their way up to 10 first? Martin drives it into the lane and explodes once again with the left-handed layup over towards the left side of the baseline, and it's 130 to 114. Sixers down by 16. That would take them pretty much, they would have to hit at least 5 threes to just make them down by 1 and play defense as well. And Nembhard is going to wind the clock down. McConnell dishes it back out to Hield for a triple. No, and the tip back is good again by Pascal. Siakam, Spicy P, able to spice things up and come through again. Siakam is the one leading the way with 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists. But that's a triple-double for him if you do the math correctly. And we have a whistle called on the other side with 1:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. So Siakam made the tip, and he comes out of the game as he gets a standing ovation from the fans here at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and his night is done. Embiid does continue his 30-point streak. Just at 7 rebounds, though, tonight. Was a minus 20 on the court. Maxey was minus 29. He was 1 for 8 from 3. Did make all 7 of his free throws, but it was an off night again for Joel this time. Even after coming off of a 70-point performance, he was able to just get 31. So that's it's not going to help his scoring average go up, which is unfortunate. Paul Reed spinning, rolling, and dunking towards the basket. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And again, the Sixers will be back on Saturday night at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time and take on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets once again, this time round 2 in Denver. Nembhard dishes it out to Smith, or to Toppin, I should say. Obi for 3, puts it up, and that was with the shot clock winding down, and it goes out of bounds again. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. Sixers are in the bonus, and it's Paul Reed leading the way out there for this unit. There's Terquavion Smith on the dribble, handoff to Martin. Martin tries to go up with a 2. He's fouled. And he'll go back to the line for more free throws. So I guess that this might be like the ultimate test here. If he's just being this explosive and he's driving it right to the lane and trying to take it to the rim, maybe this is probably a good measuring stick to see where he would land up in your Ben Simmons in your Ben Simmons race, to see maybe if he can convert. So Martin's able to drain the first foul shot. Maybe he'll help. I don't know. This is probably a good measuring stick to look at. This time, KJ goes 2 for 2 from the line, and KJ says, yep, I can make free throws, as he puts his hands up in the air. 132-118, 55 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Nembhard almost got stolen away in the backcourt. And now here comes Indiana. Once again, Nembhard is going to just dribble this one out. He's standing over at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse sign. It's past Terquavion Smith, 40 seconds left to go. 5 on the shot clock. Nembhard takes it right to the cup, spins, fades, goes up with a 2. And that's going to put a security blanket on the win for the Indiana Pacers. So the Philadelphia 76ers, they're going to go on and lose by a final score. Well, the score is not done yet. It's 134 to 118. We do have a whistle and another foul called. That will also end their 6-game winning streak. They were able to pull up from all the way back to when they played against the Sacramento Kings. So they beat the Kings, the Rockets, the Nuggets, the Magic, the Hornets, and then the Spurs. And they lose tonight with no Tyrese Haliburton, too. But Tobias Harris did not play. He was out with an illness. Robert Covington's still out, and he'll be out for the next 3 to 4 weeks. DeAnthony Melton's still going to be out for another 1 to 2 weeks. And Marcus Morris Sr. not able to play as well. We have a steal on the other side for the Sixers. Here comes Terquavion Smith, goes up with a shot, and he's fouled. Man, you got to give them a lot of credit for at least showing a lot of fight with this fourth unit. I mean the energy that they came out with in that fourth quarter. They showed the starters how it's done. And the starters were not good at all tonight and didn't live up to their standards. But sometimes that just happens. And sometimes it's not your night. But Indiana starters totally outplayed the Sixers starters too. It's weird, though, because when you look at, and I don't like to compare seasons too much, and I do this sometimes now, But Smith is not able to get the free throw, and it's rebounded this time by Neesmith. I was just going to say that if it weren't for Doc Rivers, it would be a different story. Reed for three off the catch and shoot. It goes up, no, as the Sixers came up with another steal out in the backcourt, and that's going to do it. The Sixers lose by 12. They were down by as many as 27. This was really a blowout if you've been tuning into this whole game. And the Sixers will go on and unfortunately end their 6-game winning streak. They'll be back at it on Saturday night at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time in Denver. And that's what will happen. And hopefully we get to see another good game between Jokic and Embiid. Pascal Siakam able to dominate Joel Embiid tonight. 26 points. It's his 6th career triple-double. His last triple-double was recorded on November 2nd of 2022, and that was against the Spurs in San Antonio. Of course, Joel just dropped 70 points on the Spurs at the Wells Fargo Center. But Pascal at 26, 13 and 10. 13 rebounds and 10 assists, and was 7 for 10 from the foul line. Hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Tough one. I could really care less about this game. Unfortunately, it sucks that Boston's winning because I would really like to catch them for that number 1 seed. But again, you win some and you lose some. And tonight, it was just not a good performance, So, but it is what it is, and you just got to go back out there the next game and take care of business in Denver. If they don't do that, then I think that we'll get more eyeballs on this game and just not put as much weight onto that. So I love you all so much, man. Seriously, thank you for coming on here. Apologize about the lack of effort tonight. I think that we're starting to hit a little wall. But this is why we use this as a portfolio to just try to get better, And there's a lot of growing pains that are involved with it. There are. Good games, good times. Enjoyed all you guys. That sounds like a poem. Thanks for tonight at Play-by-Play with JJ. I like that, Kenneth. Good games, good times. Enjoyed you guys. Enjoyed spending the time with all you guys, you should have said. That was a good comeback, and the Flyers lost too. It's all right, man. You did plenty of effort. You didn't stop. Don't get down on yourself, man. I want to get better, man. You got to be tough on yourself. But I do appreciate the compliment. Thanks for the show, brother. Always, man. Thank you guys again for coming on here. We got 12 people on here still watching. Did we get to the 50 mark? I missed that. I did not think that we got to the 50 mark. Austin Krell just tweeted this out. He said that Austin Krell said, quote, "The defense was so putrid, I had to check whether the Sixers hired Matt Patricia in the last couple of days." I thought, oh, come on. I can't get away from the birds. Come on, man. Great work, 43 likes. Come on, Austin. I mean, you have to bring up the Eagles, really. Austin Krell. We love Austin Krell. He does a great job. He really does. He's great. Used to love listening to the Painted Lines, but he covers the Sixers. All right, love you all. Lila Tov. Good night. Catch you on the next one. We'll be on tomorrow for the Flyers talk. So see you then.